Here are 3 of the scariest horror films you can find for free on Tubi. But remember to proceed with caution and always watch in the nighttime. First up, I have The Woods, starring Rachel Nichols and Agnes Bruckner. Wow, this one took me back. I cannot believe I just now saw this recently. I made a video on this movie separately, so make sure to go watch that as well. The film involves a teenage girl who is kind of going through a very rebellious time in her life, so her parents send her to this private boarding school strictly for girls, thinking that it will help her. Well, the girl finds out that there is something suspicious going on at this school. And not just the school, but the woods surrounding it. This movie was fucking scary. It was creepy. The story was great. The atmosphere was absolutely gothic, crazy dark, and just creepy. I loved this film. 8.5, maybe even a 9 out of 10 for this one. Must see. Next up, I have Hatchet, and most of you have already seen this, but if you haven't, this is an underrated slasher film. The movie takes place in New Orleans, Louisiana, where a bunch of people are going on a tour in the bayou, and they end up getting stranded in the Louisiana wilderness with nothing but shadows around them and nowhere to turn. And then they start getting picked off one by one by this maniac killer nearby. I fucking loved this movie, and there's actually 3 others in this franchise, so make sure to check those out, but this one is my personal favorite. I'm gonna give Hatchet a good 7.5 out of 10. Finally, I have such a good movie for you, The Skeleton Key. This one stars Kate Hudson and Gina Rowlands, and I love this movie wholeheartedly. The twist lives in my head rent-free. The story follows a woman who takes a job at a Louisiana bayou home. It's kind of like a mansion. And she is looking for, to do like caretaking jobs. Well, she finds this caretaking job at this mansion. And let's just say that these people are not who they seem to be. And I really don't want to give the story away because it's easy to do so with this film. But all I have to say, this film is a 9 out of 10, and I consider it to be a masterpiece and heavily underrated. Let me know your feedback in the comments if you plan to watch any of these, and if you have watched them, your feedback. And as always, remember to follow if you love horror movies.